Great. So when you, on the other side of the coin, when you were talking to and working with hiring managers and
Mhm.
the hiring team, how did they really make decisions once a candidate got to interviews? Was it their hard skills? Was it the culture fit, or was it something else?
Definitely hard skills were really important. And in a business intelligence role, in a role where you're going to have internal stakeholders, so basically you have internal clients that you're serving all the time, the
Yeah.
communication skills need to be on point. And if you're building out a team and you're maybe a senior analyst, you don't have a lot of interviewing experience, a lot of people are flying by the seat of their pants and they're kind of going by their gut.
Yeah.
So like as a recruiter, that's something that you need to be coaching people on. And we definitely had some sessions where we taught them how to interview, what to ask, what not to ask, and how to make those decisions. And I very specifically remember the last step of the hiring process for BI was a panel interview where there were three team members, including the director, and one stakeholder interview, like, the person who's basically going to be your client moving forward.
Mm,
And there was a rubric upon which they would rate the candidates. And if they got 3 out of 4 yeses, we would see if we could convince the fourth person to make a yes decision. If there were 2 yeses and 2 nos, generally it was a no. However, one time we had a situation where there were 4 yeses and the team overall still said no. And I
mm,
asked, so where is the disconnect here? What's going on? And they said it was a person who had done a boot camp. It's like, you just gotta, you gotta make a decision. And I always tell people,
yeah.
I think there are two things going on in the interview process. Number one, can you do the job? And number two, I like to call it test. It's really like a person that you're going to be spending all this time with every week, like probably more time even than your partner. So you got to pass the asshole test, guys. Be yourself.
I love that. And even though some companies and some people might say that, your personality might not be as important as your hard skills, it very much is.
Yeah.
Um, and whether it's, even though in recruiting, right, and within companies, there's usually bias trainings. So you're able to be more objective, but even still, it's part of just who we are as humans.
Yeah, for sure.